How you doing there, everybody? It's the end of the night here at the Basement Fitness Center, and I don't have much to do. As I'm closing up the gym and everything, I wanted to do a review here on creatine and what I have to say. And no, it's not anabolic. It's an amino acid. Will not see any anabolic effects from it, sorry to say. But here's a creatine that I like to take. It is All American EFX Kre-Alkalyn. As you can see, I have the powder form here. I like taking Kre-Alkalyn just because I think the delivery system is much better. And I also take the powder. As you can see here, it's the powder version. I do like the powder more because it absorbs much faster, and more of it will be absorbed rather than taking like a tablet or the pill and whatnot. Really, the tablet would be the slowest digesting form or absorbing form of creatine. Plus with the Kre-Alkalyn, they say, it's the pH correct, balanced creatine and everything. And, you're supposed to absorb more of it and not have to load and unload and blah, 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 blah. And I guess I can get on to loading creatine. With the original creatine monohydrate, you would have to load it. So like if you take 5 grams of creatine a day, you're going to have to take 20 grams of it for about 5 days to overload your body, because the older version creatine monohydrate, you would not absorb all of it. Your body would excrete a lot of it, so that's why you would have to load it. Now you don't have to do that. You can take that creatine, the Kre-Alkalyn or micronized creatine and whatnot, and not have to load or cycle off and yada yada. Now a big factor in creatine is if you're eating a lot of red meats, a lot of meats, you really don't need to take creatine. It's already in there. It's already in red meat. And if you're eating lots of red meat, lots of steak and whatnot, then you really don't need to take creatine. Now, some of those people, I get a lot of people, that have taken creatine that say have a lot of red meat in their diet. And when they take this creatine, they're like, I really don't see much. I don't see much of it. I don't, see a difference in my lifts or recovery and whatnot, and so on and so forth. And that is because they already have a lot of it in their diet. Now, with say a vegetarian, I've had some vegetarians actually take creatine, and they're like, oh wow. It's like I'm on something, all of a sudden, I'm repping, 135 pounds 2 more times than I was before. Like I could rep it for 10, now I'm repping it for 12. And that's because of the creatine. And, creatine, which is creatine phosphate, taps into your ATP, which is for energy and whatnot, definitely helps with your repetitions, recovery, being able to rep more. And that's what creatine helps is, if you can bang out 2 more reps, now you're beating up the muscle fibers more than what you were before. And, thus tearing the muscle fibers down, getting bigger, stronger, faster. That's what the creatine is meant to do. Like I said before earlier, it's not anabolic. It's in food. Like I said, if you have a lot of red meat in your diet, then you're not going to see too much from it. You're a vegetarian, you're a vegan, creatine supplement's perfect for you because you lack that in your diet. And that's why your lifts are jumping up so rapidly and you're able to do more reps. And that's because you lack that in your diet, and you're going to be able to get more out of it now, more out of your lift. Do I recommend a creatine supplement? Yes I do, especially if you're a strength athlete. I think you do need it. It's a very important amino acid to see strength gain and recover faster. And the faster you recover, the sooner you get in the gym, the quicker you get that workout in, and bigger, stronger, and faster you get, at a much quicker pace. That pretty much wraps up my creatine review. And like I said, I like to take that All American EFX Kre-Alkalyn. I have tried some other creatines. Another one I did like was Concrete's creatine. It's a micronized creatine. It's a pretty good one. I like that a lot. But I mean, there's a bunch of them out there. I've had the micronized creatine from Diametize, Muscle Farm, so on and so forth. I mean, I could go on. I have even had GNCs, which is garbage, personally. Back when I was an idiot and I didn't know any better, I got bought into getting GNC stuff, which now I know is, a load of shit. But, like I said, I've kind of really liked the All American Kre-Alkalyn, just because I think that absorbs the best and my body likes it the best. That's another thing, a whole other topic about, learning your body and finding out what works best for you. But that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Hope you like it. Hope it's helpful. Feel free to ask any questions. Message me, comment below. All right, guys. Have a good night.